Welcome everyone to MeoowzResQ Virtual Adoptions, and I'm so glad to have you here. And let me just get the screens going here. And there we are. Hello. It's Saturday, June 13th. So today I just have a few kitties for you today. I want you to know that Tuxedo Sam from last week was adopted. Yay! As well as Patrick. He's being picked up today. So congratulations to that foster mom for getting her two kitties adopted out. We love to hear that. So just want to jump right in and let's show you some kitties, and we'll talk about the adoption fees and stuff like that as we go along. So first one I'm going to show you is Mr. Gomez. We've seen him before. Sorry if you hear things in the background. That's my kitties playing. So let me bring up Gomez's information. So there's Gomez. He is, excuse me there. He is a domestic short-hair tuxedo male kitty. He was born in August of last year, and his MRQ number is G1-20-2. So make sure that when you, if you're interested in Gomez, you contact our office. Make sure that you leave that information. That MRQ number is very, very important, so they know who you're looking for. So this is what Gomez's foster mom says about him. He is very sweet and crazy boy. He is a total lap cat. So if you're looking for a kitty that's going to sit on your lap, here's your boy. He lives for all the attention and love he can possibly get. He loves getting back scratches a lot. He is also very playful. He loves playing with whatever toy you give him, but his favorite toys seems to be the ones he can steal from the dog. He does get along with dogs as long as they are small like him, so he doesn't get startled. He's also very adventurous, and he loves exploring every nook and cranny. He loves kids as well and will play with them all day long if he's given the chance. Gomez would be happiest with lots of attention and plenty of playmates, so make sure that if you're looking to adopt Gomez, that you give him, make sure that he has a playmate at home to play with. I know that this foster does have a small dog, so Gomez would be okay with small dogs. Bigger dogs, it might need to take some time to get him used to them, but he would probably get along with them eventually as well. But he's a little cutie there. Look at him just playing, rolling around there. So Gomez's adoption fee would be $175. He is under a year. The way our adoption fees work is if they are under a year old, they are $175. If they are over a year old, they are $150. Now that does not include our what we call our exotics, so a Russian blue and Maine Coons and Ragdolls and Norwegian forest cats. Those are all what we consider exotic. Siamese are considered exotic, and basically the exotics would be roughly about they'd be $200. So I'm giving you fee amounts here, but just be aware that if the office tells you a different amount, it is what the office, they have the last say in that. They have the right to reserve the right, to change that adoption fee. I'm giving you just the, what I believe that the adoption amount will be. Sometimes when we have kitties that we've had for a long time, occasionally those kitties are kept, when we've kept them for a little bit longer, then we actually give a small discount for them. So sorry about this. I'm looking at other things here and making sure that we got other things going on. All right, so that is Mr. Gomez. Gomez has a sibling. That sibling is Tempura, and this is Tempura right here. Notice they have the same birth date, but the MRQ number is slightly different. The MRQ number for Tempura is G1-20-7. Tempura is male as well, so they are brothers. They would probably get along great together. So be sure to, if you're interested in taking one, consider taking them both. They get along great together, and they love each other very much. So let's see. Let's bring out Tempur's information. Sorry, a little scattered this morning. So Tempur is a domestic short hair as well. He is orange and white. And again, his birth date is in August 13th of last year he was born. His adoption fee is going to be $175 as well. Again, if you adopt 2 kitties, we do occasionally give discounts when you take in 2 kitties as well. So if you are interested in Tempur or Gomez, consider taking them both. They get along great. They're brothers. They've grown up together. They love each other. So let's see. Tempur is very shy, but once he warms up to you and gets to know you, he is an absolute sweetheart. He is very adventurous. He loves staring out the window and picking up on everything that he sees. So he likes to window watch. He likes watching the birds and the bees and the bugs outside. And so if you have a window view, he's definitely going to be a kitty that's going to love sitting in the window. Tempur is very affectionate and, oddly enough, actually enjoys getting his belly scratched. That is not normally a kitty thing. Kitties normally don't enjoy having their belly scratched, unlike dogs. But this little guy does. He is super playful, and his favorite toys are Q-tips. So he loves playing fetch with them, and he also really enjoys catnip. He does not get along with dogs, so if you don't have dogs, that's great. They tend to scare him, so but he's very good with kids. He's very good with kids as long as they are gentle with him and they don't scare him. Tempur would be happiest with a family who has older children or a family who will give him plenty of playtime. His new family will need to be patient and understanding and let him come out and learn to trust them, and then he'll come out on his own. Most cats are very good about, once they learn to trust the family, they will come out. So, don't be surprised the first time you take your new kitty home if the kitty hides. That is very, very common, and it's, we kind of look at it and go, well, that's kind of expected because, they're being dropped down into a situation that they don't know anything about. They're scared. So that's Tempur. Let's see. Well, let me bring up our little pricing guide so you can see that before we go any further. So here's the adoption fee guide. So again, the MeoowzResQ office does reserve the right to adjust the adoption fees as they see fit. Sometimes they are less, sometimes they're more. I do put the adoption fees now with the kitty names so that you can see them, and just make sure that that's just the adoption fee that I believe that kitty is going to be set for, or set for that kitty. And if it's not, that's okay. What you are getting, what that adoption fee covers, it covers everything. So it covers, whether or not the kitty's been spayed or neutered, and you're not going to get a kitty from us that's not fixed. So all of our kitties are spayed or neutered. They get their FVRCP vaccination. They get deworming medication, which is normal, common practice for us. And they also get a flea treatment. So those are the basics. We don't normally have kitties that have had their rabies vaccination. That occasionally the shelters, when we get kitties from the shelters will give them that vaccine. However, it is important that if you are going to travel with your kitties or if you're going to board the kitties, they do need to have the rabies vaccination. Also, most of our kitties are not microchipped. Some of them are. Some that come from certain shelters do get microchipped. Occasionally they come to us, from the street and they're microchipped. So, it is important that when you do adopt your kittens, make sure to get them chipped, because that is going to be the best way for you to ensure that they come home if they get outside. It's just one of those things that, if a kitty gets away, and it's happened to all of us, you want to give him the best chance to come back to you. If they're chipped, anytime they're turned into the shelter, or they're turned into a vet office, or like with us, if they're turned into us, we always, they're always checked for a microchip first. So that would be important, that if you do have a kitty that is, that you're adopting, make sure you do chip them, because that's important. So let's go ahead and bring up the next kitty. So the next kitty is going to be Cleopatra. And Cleopatra, beautiful, beautiful black girl, black kitty. She's gorgeous, very, very silky looking fur there. You'll see there in the video. Let me bring up her information now. So Miss Cleopatra, she is a domestic short hair, black in color. She was born, let's see, so that would be January, March of last year. So she is over a year old. So her adoption fee is going to be $150. Her MRQ number is I1-19-38. So it looks like she does get along with small dogs and cats. And let me read what her foster mom says about her. Cleopatra is a sleek black kitty whose regal bearing and elite attitude makes it feel like she was pulled directly from ancient Egypt. She has a delicate bone structure, which makes her petite and divine. Cleopatra has a little white star on her tummy, which keeps her from being a Bombay, which is a special category of black kitty. And that Bombays have no white hair on them whatsoever, and their paws, the pads on their paws are black as well. Cleopatra was found in a park a few short months after she was born. She was very scared in the beginning, and it took careful attention and patience to socialize her. Now she enjoys being petted. Oh, there we go. Enjoys being petted and likes to follow her humans around, watching whatever they are doing. So I'm sure this little girl will follow you right into the bathroom. You'll never take a shower alone again. Cleopatra gets along well with other kitties, so will be happiest with another kitty in the house. Her new family will need to be patient and let her learn to trust, as she's a bit shy in new situations. Give her a chance and she will rule over your heart in no time. Cleopatra is gorgeous. She does have, I believe, 2 brothers. And let me bring those little brothers up. Let's see, the first brother that she has is Jackpot. So maybe not brothers and same siblings, but they were raised together. You'll see here, this one is also listed with another kitty named Dulcie. Jackpot and Dulcie are brother and sister, and they are pretty tight. But Jackpot right there is looks like a domestic short hair, what we call a moo kitty. He's got markings like a cow. So he's white with black spots. Looks like he also has what we call a half stash. So he's got black markings right there below his nose that make him look like he's got a half mustache. Very cool. Let's see. Jackpot is white with black spots and is what we call a moo or cow kitty. He even has a black spot that resembles half of a mustache. He has a sister, Dulcie, along with 2 other brothers who've already found their forever homes. And they were rescued from a local park in December when their mom was part of a colony. Now, mom has also been rescued, but she's not quite ready for adoption. Let's see. Jackpot is a very active young man and quite a talker. He was very noisy during his first adoption event, but it wasn't because of the novelty of being somewhere new. He talks up a storm at home, letting you know the exact moment he finds a spot to explore or play in, and he wants company. His foster mom claims that Jackpot has a Roman profile and the cutest walk. He seems to be a little bow-legged, so struts along like a cowboy with a hitch in his step and a tiny kink at the tip of his tail. Jackpot loves to crawl into your lap for a serious petting session, and Dulcie likes to tag along for the same. So again, here's 2 kitties that if you are interested in Jackpot, seriously consider taking Dulcie too. They get along. There's so many benefits to taking 2 kitties. Having 2 kitties in the house than just having one. Having one kitty, they can get bored, they can get lonely, and then they become lethargic, and then sometimes they start they start being destructive, and you definitely do not want your beautiful leather sofa becoming a beautiful leather scratching post. Let's see. Jackpot will be happiest if he could be adopted with his sister Dulcie, but will be just as happy as long as he has a friend to play with. If you are willing to adopt both Jackpot and Dulcie together, the office may be able to offer a discount in their adoption fees. So definitely consider taking both of them. They are pretty tight kitties, and they deserve to stay together if possible. So let's go ahead and bring up Dulcie and transition right into her. There we go. There's Miss Dulcie. You know what? Let me back up for just a quick second. Bring up Jackpot again. So Jackpot's MRQ number is D2-20-2. So what you'll want to do is make sure that when you contact our office, and you can do that through email. The email is at the bottom of the screen, MeoowzResQ@gmail.com, or you can call our office 714-997-0868. What you'll do, you can put this in an email, or you can call the office. If you call the office, you're going to leave a message. In that message, please speak clearly and slow. Leave your name, your phone number, the name of the kitty you're interested in, and make sure if you know the MRQ number, you let them know what the MRQ number is. There could be other kitties within the rescue named Jackpot, and we want to make sure you're getting the kitty that you're interested in. And then, if you're leaving the message, make sure you mention where you saw the kitty at. That way they know kind of where things are at. Let me turn that off. There we go. Let's see. So let me bring up Dulcie again. There we go. She's a gorgeous little kitty. Dulcie is what we call a domestic long hair. So she has longer hair. She is what we call a dilute tortie. Let me read the information about her. Dulcie is a beautiful tortoiseshell with long hair. Her colors are a little muted or washed out, which makes her what is known as a dilute tortie. Dulcie and her brother Jackpot were rescued from the local park in December along with Mom. Dulcie was a mama's girl, so she was the last of the litter to be brought inside. So she tends to stick close to Mom, sticks close to Jackpot as well. It took a while for Dulcie to get comfortable being an indoor kitty, but now she is happy and content and confident young lady. She is still a little shy, but is incredibly sweet. She loves to play and race around her foster home, chasing her siblings and just having fun. Dulcie will be happiest if she could be adopted with her brother Jackpot, but will be just as happy as long as there is another friend there to play with. If you'd be willing to adopt Dulcie and Jackpot together, the office may be able to offer you a discount on the adoption fees. So please consider taking both of them if you are interested in one or the other. Again, two kitties, we always say two kitties are better than one. And I have 5 cats, and honestly, you're not spending that much more on having a second kitty. So, the money is, they both use the same litter, they eat the same food. You're not spending a lot of money on extra stuff just because you have a second cat. So let me go over a few things just really quick. Let's go over what you're getting when you adopt one of our kitties. So the first thing that you're going to get is hopefully a happy and healthy kitty. We guarantee that our kitties are healthy. So if a kitty does get sick in the first 2 weeks, all you need to do is give us a call. We'll get meds to you, or have you come to our office, pick up some meds if it's a simple thing to fix. If it is serious enough, we will take the kitty back, take him to one of our vets, one of our partner vets, and get him healthy again, and then return him to you. Please, you're not obligated to call us if the kitty gets sick, but if you do take your kitty to your own vet, we cannot reimburse you. That's very important. We cannot give you money just because you take him to your own vet. You do have to follow our rules. If the kitty gets sick in the first 2 weeks, give us a call. We'll help you out. And it's mainly because we may get discounts from our partner vets for certain procedures and certain things, where working with your own vet, we may not be partnered up with them, so we don't, we would end up paying full prices. And we want to make sure that the kitty is getting the best possible care, and you know what I mean. So let's see, the next thing that you're going to get is you're going to get a med record, and this is what it looks like. The med record, we take all the information that we know about that kitty and we put it on this one sheet, so you have all the information about that cat that we do. It is important that when you take your kitty for your checkup or to go see your vet, that you do take this med record so your vet can see everything that the kitty has. It lists the FVRCP vaccinations, it lists any kind of medications the kitty's been on, it lists where the kitty was fixed at, whether or not it's microchipped, everything that we know. Okay, so let me turn that off. Next thing you're going to get, you're also going to get a voucher for a free checkup at one of our partner vets. Basically, all you need to do is just call the vet, make an appointment, and take the kitty in. And basically, at that point, you shouldn't have to pay for anything at that visit. The next thing you'll also get when you adopt one of our kitties is their spay and neuter certificate. Most of the kitties that we have, we end up getting them fixed ourselves. Occasionally they come to us already fixed, and in that situation we may not have a certificate at that point, but we can always get one certified saying that the kitty was checked for being altered. And finally, the last thing you're going to get is obviously a receipt. We want to make sure that you have a record of everything that you need for taxes and things like that. All right. Let's see. When you visit the office, this is something that's really important too. So you found the kitty you want, you make an arrangement with the office, now let's go pick up that kitty. So what happens? The first thing you want to do when you adopt from us is you want to call the office, 714-997-0868, and make an appointment. And it is very, very, very important that you do not miss your appointment time. If you do, during the COVID-19 crisis and everything, we want to make sure everybody stays safe. So we're setting up appointments that are spread out so people are not running into each other. It's one person in the office at a time. If you do miss your appointment time, please call the office again before you go into the building, just to make sure that there's not another person already in the office. And that's why it's important that you don't miss your time. Also, if you go, you need to make sure that you're wearing a mask. They are required in the office. If you have gloves, that would be ideal as well. And it's also important that when you go in, it should be one adult that goes in to pick up the kitty. Please don't bring your kids. As much as we know that kids like to see cats and everything, right now during the COVID-19 lockdown and everything, we don't want to expose the kids to anything more than is necessary. And obviously, bringing them into the office would do that, and we don't want to. So you'll also want to make sure that you bring your carrier. Make sure the carrier is big enough for the kitty to stand up and turn around in. I always tell my adopters that you want to buy the carrier for the size of the kitty, for the size that the kitty will be in a year, not necessarily with the size of the kitten today. Otherwise, in a year, you're going to have to purchase another carrier, one that's bigger, because kitties reach their full size about between a year and a half, somewhere around there, and it's important that they can have the room. Otherwise, they get cramped and it scares them. Also, if you place a small blanket or a towel on the bottom of the carrier, it gives the kitty a really nice soft place to stand up or lay down. And finally, the last thing you should bring to the office is bring your credit card or cash. We do not accept checks. I do not believe there is a nearby ATM, so please make sure you bring enough cash for the full adoption fee. And that is for that. I'm going to keep today really, really short. Let me show you our website really quick. It is listed there at the bottom on the left-hand side. So our website is MeoowzResQ.org, and a lot of this information will be found on MeoowzResQ.org/virtual-adoptions, and this is what that page looks like. So you'll see that the virtual-adoptions page, I lied. I'm so sorry. There is the virtual-adoptions page. You'll notice right here at the very top, this talks about donating. MeowzResQ is grateful for your support and your donations. And below are 2 ways to donate. Via Network for Good allows you to create an account that makes it easier to track any donations, including 2 other organizations throughout the year. So at the end of the year, it allows you to print a tax report or a report for your taxes on the donations you make. So that's if you do make a lot of donations to different organizations, Network for Good is a great way to do that. Excuse me. PayPal, we also accept donations through PayPal, and through PayPal you can use your credit card. So you don't need to have a PayPal account to donate through PayPal, but that is how you use that PayPal link if you're going to use a credit card. How's that? Okay, next you're going to see a couple of ways. If you're not able to donate, there's a couple of ways that you can set up accounts in various other organizations, like on Chewy.com and Amazon Smile and Ralph's. I know a lot of people will shop for groceries at Ralph's. Each of those have their own cards or their own accounts, and you can actually assign MeoowzResQ as a benefactor for a portion of a purchase. And basically, you're not spending any extra money. You just shop like you always do, and then these participating companies will donate a portion of your purchase amount to us, or donate a set amount to the rescue for your purchase. So, Ralph's, Giving Assistant, Chewy.com, I believe they donate $40 for the first time somebody uses Chewy.com to order supplies. So that's that. And then, of course, our Amazon wish list links. It actually shows you items if you want to purchase something tangible, such as paper towels or cat food or litter box, stuff like that. You can actually purchase them on Amazon, and you get billed, and then the items actually get sent to the MeoowzResQ office. So that's pretty cool. Here again is the link to our YouTube channel. For now, I'm doing these virtual events every Saturday starting at noon. Hopefully I got it right this time, and it's actually streaming live and not just recording. So we should be good there. Next, you're going to see it says advertising our kitties. We do post bios of many of our kitties up on our Facebook page. They are listed on Pet Finder, Adopt a Pet, and on Craigslist. So you can actually see any of those there. Now, we used to have links here for downloading our adoption application. Seems to be there was a lot of problems with people downloading them and then thinking that once they filled it out, that's all they had to do, and they didn't actually send the applications to our office, and then got upset that we didn't have their application. So we decided to take those off of our website, and instead of downloading them, just send an email to MeoowzResQ at AOL.com or gmail.com. Either one will work, and we'll send you that application. You'll fill it out and send it back to us. One thing that would be important is if you are looking for a kitty and you haven't found the one you want yet, and you're looking through MeoowzResQ, go ahead and get our application and fill it out and get it sent into the office. That way the office has it sitting there on the desk waiting, ready for when you find the right kitty, if you find the right kitty in our organization. At that point, the adoption process is pretty quick. The very last thing there on the page is the adoption fee guide. Pretty much exactly what I was saying earlier, that the office reserves the right to change that adoption fee as needed. The exotic breeds include Siamese, Russian Blue, Ragdoll, Maine Coon, etc. Those are $200. If a kitty is under 1 year old, it's $175. If they're over a year old, it's $150. So that is what you will find. That's the information that you'll find on our virtual adoptions page there. I think that's about it. Like I said, I'm going to keep it really short today. I want to say thank you all for coming out and being here with me today. I appreciate it. And, don't forget, please hit the subscribe button. The more people we have watching this and subscribing, the better off we are. And if you can, please consider donating. During this crazy lockdown time, we are still bringing in the same number of kitties that we always have, but they are younger, require more care, and they stay with us longer, and they aren't getting adopted as quickly since we haven't been holding regular adoption events. We are starting to hold the adoption events in Buena Park and Brea, and you can find links to those on our website. Fountain Valley as well. I believe they are going to be starting in the Inland Empire soon. I'm not sure if they've held any events there yet, but I think they're going to start soon. And then, of course, here on the virtual adoptions. We do have the same costs as we've always had, but with fewer adoptions, we have less money coming in. So if you are able to donate, please do. We definitely appreciate every penny. I'll be back next week with more kitties available for adoption. Until then, keep chasing the red dot.